We're at the calf lot now. I got them pinned up for a minute. I had to catch a sick calf. But we've been working on the bunks here. We've been putting these boards up so they quit running around us. You get them going that direction and they would usually jump through this side here. So we boarded all that up so now they can't get around. But for the most part, they've haven't really went under it or through it yet. So that's saves me a lot of time. We're kind of just trying to cut on the time-consuming part of running them out. So, which used to take me about 10 minutes. Now it takes me about 3 minutes. So, kind of helps. So, I'm gonna give this calf a shot, and I gotta catch another calf that we sold. He's a black and white faced bull. Somebody wanted him, so we're gonna catch him and hopefully get him out of here before I feed him. They're starting to get temperature fluctuating a lot, so it's kind of cold for a couple of days, and it's like 50 degrees. It's supposed to be 50 degrees a day, so we're starting to get a lot of coughing again, runny noses. So we're going to try and address that. I might have to go get some stuff for that, and then we'll see how the day progresses. I got to move some hay, and I imagine I'll find something else once I get this accomplished. But for the most part, it shouldn't be too bad of a day. So got him caught. He's in the barn. He's at the top there. But I don't know what's not really for sure what. He kind of went down pretty quick, so we're gonna see what's going on with him and give him a shot after I get him loaded up. Although he's a little feisty. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. So we got him worked. He's try and let him out here without him, well, for one, attacking me. But we'll see. Gotta shut some gates here. Well, maybe. I think he kind of tweaked it a little bit when he. I don't know what he did. But I'm gonna have to work for a minute. Try to get him out of here. I didn't have to use a rope on him, so that was kind of nice. He kind of just went right in. Which is crazy as it is. The test, it kind of actually worked. You know, usually they just jump through the bunks whenever I tried to run them out. But now that I got them up here, I got the one I needed. It was pretty easy. Gotta think smarter, and you don't have to work as hard. Just gotta take time to do it. And thank goodness I did, because this would have took a long time by myself. But we got him. Sucker. So we got some cows that, well, calves, they're not cows yet. We got some calves that are, we got a lot of them that have runny noses and coughing, so we're gonna feed this right here. They're gonna get probably 10 pounds a day for the next 5 days, because it's a 50-pound bag. So with as many head as we got in there, that's basically what they're gonna need. It helps with basically respiratory viruses, like pneumonia, which is probably a good chance they're gonna get with temperature going from 28 to 50 degrees, and then it's rained in there. So we're gonna be probably battling this until it gets cold. We hope it just, most of the time it's just better for it to stay cold if it's gonna stay cold, but this whole 28 to 50 ain't good on them. So we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle this out on for them, and then we're gonna go feed them. They're waiting, and then we'll get back at it. I gotta move hay, so that's gonna be my next project after I get this done and get that done. So but we'll get after. Morning, everybody. We are in the old Freightliner, getting ready to, we got the lowboy hooked up. So we got the dozer off this morning. We was going to put this back on Jeffrey's truck, but the truck we were going to put on the lowboy needs a couple new batteries in it, apparently. So we're going to head out and go get that tractor pushed on the lowboy. Everything functions in the tractor itself. The mechanic thinks it could possibly be stuck between two gears, is one theory, or the transmission is the other. Or it's a sensor. Well, we never get lucky enough that it's just the sensor. Well, we're hoping it's the sensor, but we're gonna go get it loaded up, bring it home, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see how far we get from there. But and it does. If you look up the top,
you're leaking too.
Huh?
I do see it. Well, y'all, had a car drive by, and well, how's your week going, buddy?
Not good. It's been a bad 2 days.
What a start 2024. The tractor stopped running, and he drove past your car, and it chucked a rock up, and it shattered that window. Well, the odds that even happens, huh? But it did. I'm getting this tied down. Got 2 chains, 2 binders, pulling that down. And of course the same here. I gotta retighten this chain. Other side loose, but this one's tight. This one's loose, that one's tight. I gotta restring her real quick. What a start to 2024. Put it down for Matt. He's having a couple rough days, but it's all part of the business. Gotta make sure she don't go nowhere. He's gonna be pretty cold. 2 chains, 2 binders, tied it down. We're gonna get it home, probably get it cleaned up. And either we're gonna try to diagnose it, which we will try to. But a lot of this machinery these days, if it's the newer style equipment, which that one, I don't know what year that tractor is. I'm assuming it's around a 2016, 2017, but we've had it, oh, probably around 5 years, I'd assume. But anyways, that newer style equipment runs off a lot of sensors, and of course everybody knows what sensors these days, they go out, so they do cause problems. It's a cheaper fix than a transmission, if that's our problem, but we don't know that's our problem or not yet. We're all hoping it's our problem. Either way, I'm gonna get this back attached, and then we're gonna get headed home, so I'll see y'all at the house. Good morning. So it is Thursday. It's January 4th, and excuse me, sorry. We're heading out, we're checking grain bins today. I'm checking everything closer to home. Matt's gonna check the further away ones, which is pretty well the same amount of bins, but make sure that they're still good. We've had a couple temperature changes. We don't want any hot spots developing in the bins because we don't have them cored yet. We are in the process of coring the bins at the house. It's not exactly the price that we wanted, but you know, if you don't haul that 4 loads out of the bins, you know, you could cost the whole bin to get hot and then ruin the whole bin. So you kind of got to take it to make sure everything else is gonna be good. But we're out here checking the bins. The first one I checked this morning was good. We're on our second one, and we got to go to Grandma's house, check those, and we got 2 more down home to do. And then I think I'm gonna go get that last anhydrous wagon. I took it down there to FS about a week ago, and they filled it. It's just been sitting down there. I just haven't had time to go get it. So I think I'm gonna go get that. I gotta fill the grain cart up when I get to the house with the corn on the pad. That stuff's been going through just fine at like 15.2, and the elevator's allowing 15.5. So we've been staying right under that mark. And yeah, I'm gonna clean this bin. After I get that wagon done, I'm gonna go get the 6 Series, the 6150 that Matt shattered the window out of yesterday. Of course, it wasn't his fault. A rock came off the tire of a pickup as he was driving past and shattered the window. So that window's supposed to be here sometime today, I believe. So I'm gonna go get that loaded up on the lowboy and then haul it from Lewistown to home. We'll get it in the shop and get it cleaned up, doctored up a little bit, and then we'll get the new window in. So that's our only hay tractor at the moment. We've been using our second one at the house, loading corn off the pad, and then of course our third one just potentially lost the transmission. Either lost the transmission or it's a sensor. I'm hoping it's a sensor, but there's a clicking noise. It don't sound good. So we're probably gonna free up the one at the house and start using the vac instead of the loader, so we can use that tractor, so we don't have to take one from all the way to Ewing, all the way to Lewistown. Ideally, it's probably a 15-minute drive, but it makes life easier when you have two of them. We'll see. Hey, we just got back with the last tank. All of our bins look good, other than, I guess there is one of them at Grandma's has about an inch of mold, so some kind of condensation or water got on that top inch. Everything underneath it's good, but a little bit of mold on top, which is kind of normal. And this is, let's say that needs replaced. And hydrosphagging, that's called a donut, so when it spins, it's spinning that poly instead of the metal. I need to get that lifted off. Should look like that one, nice and flush. Let's put our last tank back to the farm here. They're all full and ready for spring. We have about 130 acres, I think, left still. A bit higher should put on, so that won't be too bad. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. We're kind of waiting to see if they're gonna bring us that window today, so I go get the tractor. But I don't know if they're gonna do that or not. And we're gonna find out. Stay tuned.
So, our tractor's back. It's got a new window in it. We tried to get over for a car the other day, and he threw a rock, which he had them big tires on, and shattered the front window. So it was a fun time, but she's new again. Old trucker Jake there. So we'll see what happens today. Hopefully we don't bust it out again. We got a problem. Hopefully it's just the brakes. Brakes and not the brake caliper this time, like it was the last time. So we got our hay moved. Right now we're feeding a mineral. It's called cattleman mineral. Usually we feed that during usually the fall and winter. Then we'll turn back to, they call it like a Mag 14 breed back. We'll start that about 30 days before the grass gets green. And then we'll switch to a medicated mineral, which they call it C6000. It helps for like lice, ticks, flies, a lot of other things, but typically just that. So that's what we're doing now. Hopefully my truck stays together until I get home. It's making a little bit of a metal on metal noise, so that kind of worries me a little bit, but falls off, I guess it falls off. Call the tow truck, we need a ride. Hope not. That might be an expensive towing bill. But that's what we're doing. We got to go through 4 more herds, basically all in Ewing. So that's where we're headed now. I'm gonna be pushing it. It's already like after 3:30. And I know I'm gonna have to feed at least Sunday in Ewing, I think. Might just unroll a bale tonight. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Keep them fed for today, and then I'll feed them all tomorrow. Everything's gonna need hay tomorrow. Look at that pivot though. Jeez. They're putting in the work, but we're gonna get it here, and hopefully we make it back home. And I imagine it's probably not gonna be a cheap fix.